Hello friends, let's talk about the asteroid Aesculapia and how it impacts your natal chart. The asteroid Aesculapia, 1027, symbolically represents resurrection, rebirth, and miraculous comebacks. In astrology, Aesculapia shows us where we have the power to overcome great obstacles and achieve remarkable things against all odds. It's also associated with intergenerational health and healing, both physical and emotional. If you have this asteroid prominently placed in your chart, you may be destined to help others heal from their traumas and illnesses, both mental and physical. You're probably very interested in alternative therapies too. Asclepius was the Greek god of healing and medicine, a master physician who could even bring people back from the dead. Aesculapia was the Roman god of resurrection, repair and revival, and basically was seen as equivalent to Asclepius. This asteroid was named after him. The sign your Aesculapia is in can give you clues about the kind of healing you're here to share with the world. For example, if Aesculapia is in Pisces, your gift might be using music or art to help people relax and connect with their emotions. If it's in Scorpio, on the other hand, you could have a talent for working with shadow energies and helping others transform their pain into power. No matter where this asteroid falls in your chart, it's likely that you have an innate understanding of the cyclical nature of life. Death leads to rebirth, just as illness can lead to healing. If you have Aesculapia prominently placed in your chart, chances are good that you'll experience at least one miraculous comeback in your lifetime. This could manifest as physical healing from a serious illness or injury, or even resurrection after being declared dead by the medical establishment, think Lazarus syndrome. It's also not uncommon for people with strong Aesculapia placements to come back from financial ruin or relationship breakdowns stronger than ever before. No matter what form it takes, always remember that Aesculapia represents the ultimate triumph of life over death. Let's dive in and explore the asteroid Aesculapia in more depth. The meaning of asteroid Aesculapia in Aries. Asteroid Aesculapia in Aries individuals have a very strong will to live and survive. No matter what happens, they always find a way to come back from it. They are also extremely independent and self-reliant, so they are not usually the type of people to ask for help when it comes to their health or well-being. However, this can also mean that they are more likely to take risks when it comes to their health and well-being, which could lead to them facing some health issues later on in life. Aesculapia and Aries people have a lot of energy and drive, which can be both good and bad for their health. On the one hand, it means that they are always active and moving forward, even when others might want to rest or slow down. On the other hand, this constant movement can lead to them burning out quickly or not getting enough rest, which can then compromise their immune system and leave them vulnerable to illness. The main thing that Aesculapia and Aries people need to watch out for is taking too many risks with their health. They need to learn how to pace themselves and listen to their bodies when it comes to resting and recovering from sickness or injury. If they can do this, then they will usually find that they have few problems with their health overall. When disaster strikes, Aesculapia and Aries people are usually the first ones to spring into action. They have a lot of energy and determination, which means that they can often be found leading the charge when it comes to rebuilding or helping others. However, this can also mean that they can be quite impatient and impulsive during these times, which could lead to them making some rash decisions. Aesculapia and Aries people need to learn how to channel their energy and focus on what is really important during times of crisis. If they can do this, then they will be able to use their strength and determination to help themselves and others through tough times. The meaning of asteroid Aesculapia in Taurus. Aesculapia in Taurus is a very determined placement. You are not the type to give up easily, and you will do whatever it takes to resurrect yourself after times of calamity. This can be a very positive trait, as it shows your immense strength and fortitude. However, it can also lead you to become quite fixated on health issues and fearful of failure. It is important for you to find a balance between these two extremes, and to learn when it is time to let go. On the plus side, your tenacity means that you are more likely than others with different asteroid placements to recover from illness or injury quickly. You have a strong constitution and are generally resistant to disease. Your willpower is also extremely powerful, so if you set your mind on something, such as getting healthy, you are sure to achieve it eventually. In terms of career choices, this asteroid placement indicates someone who would make an excellent doctor or medical researcher, although really any job where helping others is the focus would suit you well. However, there are some downsides associated with this asteroid position too. One is that you may become overly obsessed with health matters, both your own and other people's, leading you down the path of hypochondria or becoming a dreaded health Nazi. Additionally, because Aesculapia and Taurus individuals never like feeling weak or vulnerable, they may try desperately hard to hide any physical imperfections or ailments they have, even from themselves. This can ultimately lead to serious problems being ignored until they reach crisis point, since by then it may be too late for anything but heroic measures, and even those might not work. So please remember, while being strong-willed and physically resilient are both admirable qualities, sometimes admitting that we need help either from medicine or other people is the smartest thing we can do. You can come back from anything life throws at you, but that doesn't mean it will be easy. You may have to face some tough challenges in this lifetime, especially when it comes to your health. However, if you can learn to accept help from others and to focus on the positive aspects of your Aesculapia placement, such as your determination and willpower, then you will be able to overcome anything, no matter how difficult it might seem at first. The meaning of asteroid Aesculapia in Gemini. When asteroid Aesculapia falls in Gemini, it brings forth an energy of healing and resurrection. Those with this placement are able to come back from great setbacks and calamities. They have a deep understanding of the body and how to keep themselves healthy. This knowledge often comes through difficult experiences with their own health. They may be more prone to accidents or illness, but they also know how to quickly bounce back. This asteroid gives those with it a natural ability for medicine and healing others. They make excellent doctors, nurses, healers, etc. Their skills go beyond just the physical body though, they can also help people emotionally and mentally recover from trauma. If you know someone with this placement in their chart, be sure to turn to them when things get tough. They will definitely know how to help you resurrect yourself. Gemini is ruled by Mercury or Hermes, who is a god of medicine. This connection strengthens the asteroid's influence in this sign. Those with Aesculapia in Gemini often have a strong interest in health and medicine from a young age. They are always trying to find new ways to improve their own health and the health of those around them. This placement can also indicate a fear of death or an obsession with mortality. This may manifest as concerns about one's own health, or it may show up as an interest in dark subjects such as mortuary science or thanatology. Whatever form it takes, this is something that should be addressed so that it doesn't become unhealthy fixation. There are many positive aspects to having asteroid Aesculapia falls in Gemini though. Those with this placement are natural healers and often have a very calming presence. They know how to put people at ease and make them feel better, even if they don't necessarily have all the answers themselves. In times of crisis, these individuals are able to remain calm and collected, which helps everyone around them stay focused on what needs to be done rather than panicking. If you have asteroid Aesculapia falls in Gemini, then you are someone who knows how to pick yourself up after a fall and keep going. You have a natural gift for helping others do the same. Times of crisis may be difficult for you, but you always find a way to resurrection yourself, and often help others do the same in the process. The meaning of asteroid Aesculapia in Cancer. Asteroid Aesculapia in Cancer is a very powerful placement. This asteroid gives the person a great deal of determination when it comes to their health. They are always looking for ways to improve their health and avoid any potential disaster. However, this can also make them rather obsessive about their health. They may visit the doctor more often than most people and be constantly worried about their health. On the plus side, this asteroid also gives them the ability to resurrection after times of calamity. They have a strong will to survive and will do whatever it takes to make that happen. Cancer is ruled by the moon, which is associated with emotions, fertility and the home. This makes asteroid Aesculapia in Cancer a very nurturing placement. The person is likely to be very intuitive when it comes to health matters and their own bodies. They are also likely to be very nurturing towards others, especially those who are ill or going through a difficult time. This placement can also indicate issues with the person's mother or other female relatives. There may have been some trauma around childbirth or early childhood development that has left them feeling insecure about their own physicality. However, this asteroid can also give them great strength and tenacity when it comes to overcoming these kinds of challenges. In general, asteroid Aesculapia in Cancer is a powerful placement that gives the person a great deal of determination when it comes to their health. They are always looking for ways to improve their health and avoid any potential disaster. However, this can also make them rather obsessive about their health. They may visit the doctor more often than most people and be constantly worried about their health. On the plus side, this asteroid also gives them the ability to resurrection after times of calamity. The downfall of this placement is that the person may become too focused on their health to the point of obsession. This can lead to them neglecting other areas of their life. They may also have issues with trust, especially when it comes to doctors and medical professionals. Overall, this is a powerful placement that gives the person a great deal of determination when it comes to their health. However, they need to be careful not to let their focus on health override everything else in their life. The meaning of asteroid Aesculapia in Leo. Aesculapia in Leo shows where someone will have a natural, almost magnetic ability to heal and resurrect themselves after times of calamity. They may be able to avoid serious health issues and illnesses by working hard on their self-care routine and being extra vigilant about their health overall. However, they may also find that they are more prone to accidents or injuries due to their courageously leaping into new endeavors without fully considering the risks. Nonetheless, this placement speaks volumes about someone's immense strength of will and determination when it comes to overcoming difficult challenges both in terms of their personal lives as well as collective experiences. With Leo ruled by the sun, those with Aesculapia in this sign will have a sunny disposition that is infectious to those around them. Their natural charisma and magnetism can be harnessed in service of others, whether it is through working as a medic or simply offering words of encouragement during tough times. In fact, their very presence may radiate an aura of hope and courage, inspiring others to push through even the darkest moments. Aesculapia also brings forth lessons about how to deal with our fears surrounding health and mortality. It asks us to face these head-on, rather than avoid them altogether. We may need to explore our relationship with death, learning more about what happens after we die and what role our physical bodies play in that process. This can be a challenging journey, but ultimately it can lead us towards greater peace of mind regarding our own mortality as well as the impermanence of all things. Aesculapia and Leo natives can heal others through their example, their words, and even their touch. They have a natural gift for making people feel better, both physically and emotionally. Their optimistic attitude is contagious, helping those around them to see the glass half full rather than half empty. In tough times, they can be the light that guides others towards hope and recovery. Ultimately, Aesculapia in Leo reminds us of the power of our own will to heal and resurrection after times of hardship. It asks us to face our fears head-on, but also offers hope and encouragement that we can overcome anything that comes our way. The meaning of asteroid Aesculapia in Virgo. Aesculapia in Virgo shows someone who is extremely health conscious and takes great care of their bodies. They are usually very disciplined when it comes to exercise and diet, and they are likely to have a strong interest in natural remedies and therapies. This placement can indicate someone who works in the medical profession, or who has a lot of knowledge about health and healing. This asteroid also represents rebirth and resurrection, so if you have Aesculapia in Virgo you may find that you have come back from some kind of adversity stronger than before. You have an amazing ability to bounce back from setbacks, and this makes you a survivor. However, this tenacity can also make you quite stubborn, inflexible, and even obsessive about your health regimes. Make sure that you don't become too fixated on minor details or else you will miss the big picture. Sometimes it's good to relax and let go a little bit. To avoid obsession, it's important to find a healthy outlet for your Aesculapia energy. This might be through sport, dance, or some other form of physical activity. You also need to make sure that you don't become too fearful about your health. Remember, you have an incredible ability to heal and bounce back from adversity. If you can focus on the positive aspects of this asteroid, then you will be able to create true miracles in your life. Your healing magic is very strong, and you are able to help others to overcome their health problems. You have a natural gift for medicine, and you may be drawn to working in this field. You also have the ability to revive someone who is on the brink of death, both metaphorically and literally. You have a deep connection with the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. This means that you are likely to be attracted to jobs or professions which deal with these themes. For example, you might work as a doctor, nurse, midwife, or hospice worker. Alternatively, you could work in palliative care or funeral service. You may have a fear of death, but it is important to remember that this is just an illusion. Death is not the end, it is simply a transition from one state of being to another. If you can embrace this concept, then you will be able to overcome your fears and help others to do the same. The meaning of asteroid Aesculapia in Libra. Asteroid Aesculapia in Libra brings a focus on health and balancing energies. Those with this placement can have some intense fears surrounding their health, but they also have the ability to bounce back from tough times quickly. They are naturally gifted at resurrection after times of calamity. This asteroid connection gives them an extra push to avoid any failures that could come their way, both in terms of health and overall life goals. There is a karmic contract attached to asteroid Aesculapia in Libra which asks those individuals to use their skills for good. They may be destined to work within the medical industry or helping others achieve better balance and harmony in their lives. However, they must be mindful not to become too obsessed with death or disaster, as it can lead to some dark places. Remembering the light and beauty that surrounds us all will help keep those negative aspects at bay. When it comes to improving your health, asteroid Aesculapia in Libra suggests paying attention to your diet and making sure you get enough exercise, but not going overboard. Incorporating some magical herbs into your wellness routine can also be helpful. Think lavender for relaxation or ginger for digestive issues. Trust your intuition and be willing to try new things when it comes to your health. You may be surprised at how well they work. The balancing aspect of Libra will also be important when it comes to disaster response. Those with this placement need to make sure they don't become too scattered or frazzled in the face of tough times. Taking a moment to center yourself and assess the situation will help you create a plan that can get you through whatever comes your way. So, don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it, both from the universe and from your loved ones. You have all the tools you need to make it through whatever comes your way. Just remember to stay balanced and focused, and you will come out on top. The meaning of asteroid Aesculapia in Scorpio. Asteroid Aesculapia in Scorpio gives you a very strong will to live and an unyielding determination when it comes to your health. You have a powerful intuition about what treatments will work for you and what won't, and you are usually right. However, this placement can also indicate some major karmic contracts around health, and you may have lifetimes of experience with difficult recoveries from serious injury or illness. You are no stranger to hospitals or surgeries, but you always find a way to come back from the brink. In this lifetime, asteroid Aesculapia in Scorpio is asking you to focus on preventative care and self-love. Don't wait until something goes wrong to start taking care of yourself. Put your own health first now, before it's too late. Your weakness is usually related to your mental health, as you tend to internalize stress and trauma. Make sure to find healthy outlets for your emotions, or they will eventually manifest in physical illness. You may also have some fears around death and dying, but remember that these are just illusions. You have many lifetimes of experience with coming back from the brink, so don't be afraid to face whatever comes your way. Trust that you have the strength to handle anything that comes up, and that you always find a way to resurrection yourself after times of hardship. In moments of crisis, you are usually the one people turn to. You have a calm presence and an authoritative air that reassures others and helps them to feel safe. You instinctively know what needs to be done in order to get through tough times, and you always find a way to pull yourself up from rock bottom. Your friends and family know they can rely on you when things get tough, as you always seem to find a way to make it through any situation, no matter how dire it may seem. When it comes to your health, asteroid Aesculapia in Scorpio gives you an almost preternatural ability to heal yourself. You have deep reserves of energy that you can call upon in times of need, and your willpower is incredibly strong. However, this placement can also indicate some challenges with your physical health, especially if you don't take care of yourself properly. Make sure to listen to your body and give it the rest or time or attention it needs, otherwise you may eventually burn out completely. You have a very powerful connection with the underworld energies associated with death and transformation. These energies can be both frightening and exhilarating, but they are also immensely healing if used correctly. If someone close to you dies, don't be afraid to face your own mortality. It can be a very cathartic experience. And if you are facing a major life change, know that the process of transformation can be painful but ultimately very rewarding. Aesculapia in Scorpio is a powerful placement that gives you immense strength and willpower. You have a deep connection with the energies of death and rebirth, which gives you an uncanny ability to resurrect yourself after times of hardship. However, this placement can also indicate some challenges with your physical health. Make sure to take care of yourself properly and listen to your body's needs, or you may eventually burn out completely. The meaning of asteroid Aesculapia in Sagittarius. Asteroid Aesculapia in Sagittarius gives its natives an indomitable will to live and a miraculous ability to bounce back from disaster. This is one of the most healing asteroids, and its placement in your natal chart can indicate where you have a special gift for resurrection. Whether it's your own health or the health of others, Aesculapia provides boundless energy for starting over again and again. However, this asteroid can also show where you are prone to obsession with death and disease. You may be more likely than others to face health issues head-on, but you also have the power to overcome them time and time again. If you have asteroid Aesculapia in Sagittarius, turn to herbs and magic for help in keeping yourself healthy. Focus on your will to live, and don't let anything get in the way of your zest for life. Your weakness may be that you become so focused on resurrection that you neglect your own health. Remember to take care of yourself, or you may find yourself running on empty. Nothing can stop you once you've set your mind to something. You have multiple comebacks in one lifetime and always find a way to keep going, no matter what. However, this can also make you seem reckless or insensitive to others. You need to realize that you may have 9 lives like a cat, but not everyone else around you has the same blessing. Be conscious of their needs and learn to take things a little slower, once in a while. Your karmic contract is to learn how to use your boundless energy for good and not become obsessed with death or disaster. You have the ability to overcome any obstacle, but you need to make sure you're using that power for positive change in the world. The meaning of asteroid Aesculapia in Capricorn. If you have asteroid Aesculapia in Capricorn in your natal chart, it indicates that you are a natural survivor. You have an inner drive and determination to live through any situation, no matter how difficult it may be. On the positive side, this gives you immense strength and resilience. You are able to pick yourself up after setbacks and rebuild your life better than before. However, on the negative side, this can also make you quite ruthless. You may be willing to do whatever it takes to survive, even if it means stepping on others along the way. Your health is likely to be quite good overall, but there may be some issues with stress and anxiety-related illnesses such as ulcers or heart conditions. It is important for you to learn how to relax and take care of yourself mentally as well as physically. There are also karmic contracts associated with this placement which indicate that you may have past lives connected with medicine or healing in some way. This can manifest itself in this lifetime through working in the medical profession or being drawn to alternative therapies such as acupuncture or massage. It can also show up simply as an interest in health and nutrition. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, the planet of karma and responsibility. This means that your asteroid Aesculapia in Capricorn is also connected to issues around fate, destiny, and past lives. You may feel like you have a predetermined path to follow in this lifetime, and that no matter what happens, you will ultimately end up where you are meant to be. This can give you a great sense of security, but it can also make you quite inflexible at times. It is important for you not to get too caught up in planning and predicting the future, as life has a way of changing course when we least expect it. Saturn also teaches us the importance of taking responsibility for our own lives. This means that your asteroid Aesculapia in Capricorn can also be a reminder to take care of your own health, both physical and mental. Don't wait for someone else to fix things for you. If you want something done, do it yourself. You have the strength and determination to overcome any obstacle, but you need to remember that you are not invincible. Make sure to get regular checkups with the doctor, and don't neglect your mental health just because you feel like you can handle anything life throws at you. In summary, asteroid Aesculapia in Capricorn indicates that you are a natural survivor with immense strength and resilience. However, this placement can also make you quite ruthless if you are not careful. Your health is likely to be good overall, but you may need to pay extra attention to stress and anxiety levels. This placement also has karmic contracts associated with it which could indicate past lives connected with medicine or healing in some way. The meaning of asteroid Aesculapia in Aquarius. When it comes to health and well-being, those with asteroid Aesculapia in Aquarius are the comeback queens. No matter how many times they're knocked down, they always get back up again, stronger and wiser than before. This is because they have a deep understanding of the cyclical nature of life. They know that everything happens for a reason, even if we can't see it at the time. However, this doesn't mean that their journey is easy. In fact, it can often be quite difficult as they tend to face more challenges than most when it comes to their health. But thankfully, their tenacity and determination ensures that they eventually overcome whatever obstacles are placed in their path. These comeback queens must be ready to face their fears head-on if they want to improve their health. They also need to be more proactive when it comes to self-care. This means making time for regular checkups, eating healthy and exercising regularly. While asteroid Aesculapia in Aquarius can help them bounce back from difficult times, they should still try to avoid disaster whenever possible. After all, fending off illness is easier than recovering from it. To do this, they should listen to their intuition and take any warning signs seriously. From a karmic perspective, those with asteroid Aesculapia in Aquarius have a soul contract to learn about the importance of self-care. Once they master this lesson, they'll be able to teach others how to do the same, thereby helping even more people achieve optimum health and well-being. Aquarius is ruled by the planet Uranus, which is known for its erratic and rebellious nature. This usually manifests as a strong independent streak in those with this placement. They like to do things their own way, even if that means going against the grain. While this can be a positive trait, it can also lead to health problems if they're not careful. Aquarians need to remember that self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. Without taking care of themselves, they won't be able to take care of others. Those with asteroid Aesculapia in Aquarius also tend to be quite headstrong. This can make it difficult for them to take orders from others, even when it comes to their health. However, they should try to be more flexible and open-minded when it comes to medical advice. After all, their physician knows best. On a positive note, this placement gives Aquarians the ability to bounce back from setbacks quickly. They have a natural resilience that helps them recover from illness and injury faster than most. So if you know someone with this asteroid in their chart, be sure to lend them a helping hand when they need it, they'll definitely return the favor. They can heal others through their words and their writing. They can be great at giving advice to those who are going through a tough time. Helpful herbs for this placement are ones that help with circulation and communication, such as ginger, ginkgo biloba, and rosemary. The meaning of asteroid Aesculapia in Pisces. Asteroid Aesculapia in Pisces shows where someone may have a natural gift for healing. They may be able to help others through tough times by being understanding and compassionate. However, they may also need to learn how to take care of themselves, as they can become overwhelmed by the problems of others. This asteroid placement can indicate karmic contracts involving health issues, so it is important to be aware of any patterns that might emerge. It is also worth noting that Aesculapia in Pisces often leads people towards careers in medicine or healthcare. Pisces is ruled by the planet Neptune, which is associated with spirituality, intuition, and imagination. This means that people with Aesculapia in Pisces may be drawn to alternative therapies or non-traditional approaches to healing. They may also have a strong connection to the subconscious mind and the world of dreams. The asteroid Aesculapia can have both positive and negative effects on health. On the plus side, it can indicate a natural ability to heal others and an empathic understanding of illness. However, it can also show a tendency towards physical weakness or vulnerability. It is important to be aware of your own health needs and to take steps to protect yourself from illness if you have this asteroid in your chart. How can someone with this placement in their chart make the most of their natural gifts? If you have Aesculapia in Pisces, you may want to consider a career in healthcare or medicine. You may also find that you are drawn to alternative therapies and non-traditional approaches to healing. Whatever path you choose, remember to take care of yourself as well as others. Pay attention to your own health needs and don't hesitate to seek medical help if you are feeling unwell. Witches with this asteroid in the sign may want to consider using magical herbs and plants for healing. You might also benefit from tarot readings or other forms of divination when it comes to health matters. Trust your intuition, as you are likely to be very attuned to the energies around you.